practice our makeup. Sisters snack together.
Sponsor her.
The same.
Delicious. Realness.
Nope.
I'm trying to play cool.
Okay, are you ready? Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Angela here from
Catford.
Yeah,
From Catford.
No, from Catford. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Angela here from Fashion Capital 1. Thank you for clicking on this video, and if you have not yet subscribed, guys, pause the video and hit subscribe. It's gonna be like right there, like literally floating. You don't even have to pause the video, you just hit the thing right there. Click subscribe. Okay, if you've done that, now we're gonna move on.
Too much information. Look. TMI, look. What is the meaning behind your YouTube name?
There's no meaning. There's no meaning to anything in the world. I'm joking. My YouTube name is Fashion Capital 1. Oh, the meaning behind it was that when I studied fashion design for 4 years, so when I was in college, I always wanted to have a label of my own, and so that was like the beginning of my label was Fashion Capital 1. It was going to be called Fashion Capital 1. So it was going to be like the trendiest label out there, so I just kind of wanted a name like that. Yeah. So then I just started YouTubing with it and things like that.
Confess something. I
confess that I believe in Jesus, the Almighty.
No, that's what he already knows that. Like, you're supposed to do something really juicy.
I confess that
I freed the nipple. Even on this channel.
Please keep your bar.
I wanted to free the nipple on this channel today, but she didn't let me.
What are my secrets?
She said, no. And I said, oh my god.
I like wet feet. I like having my feet wet. I'm weird. That's a confession. Yeah, it's a real confession. I love when my feet are wet. I don't know why. It's just like it's a psychological thing. I just love it.
Oh, I don't
so at night I moisturize my feet like every night. I can be your first patient.
Yeah.
I have a lot of issues. Trust me.
Same.
I just love it. Like when my feet are wet. Like at nighttime I like soak them in the bath for a bit, like wash them or whatever if they feel dry, and then I just moisturize them before I go to bed. Like every night. Like it's like a habit. Like sorry. Well, I confess something. Now you confess something.
I don't really have much of a confession. It's a bit weird, but I probably really liked the pain of getting that tattoo. Like it was really nice and satisfying. It was kind of like,
Whoa.
No, like it was nice. Like.
My sister is into sadomasochism. I mean,
no, I did like it was.
Guys,
nice,
next she's gonna be like watching 50 Shades of Grey and whipping herself and like whatnot.
Yeah, a whip sound.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find a really kick-ass whip sound.
3 habits that I love that you love about me.
I don't like anything about you.
None. Video ended. Bye, guys.
We are no longer sisters. I don't really know your habits because I don't live here. Like I don't know your habits like that. Yeah. But I like that she studies and she's dedicated to her study. Obviously, she's going to uni, Kingston Uni, which is great. And then she wanted to achieve something. She studied really hard, like you studied for your math thing, and you tried really hard.
Achievement.
No, but you studied really hard, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You should have
I got a tutor.
A tutor. I like that she is dedicated to her makeup game. I mean, look how strong this makeup game is. I mean,
that was me too. One more.
Oh. I don't know.
I like that you're true to yourself.
Hey.
And it's like a habit because it's kind of like you've always been like, you know, it's not like you have to go and find yourself or something. You know what I mean? Where people always have to do that. But you did, but not really. Like, you know what I mean? I like that you don't let anybody kind of like put you down, sort of thing. Like even people you know or anything like that. Like they kind of like, why are you doing like fitness or why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And then you're kind of just like, because I want to, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just know you're dedicated. I like that.
Thanks. You too, sis.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the third thing that I like about you. I like that you always stick up for Gift. No matter what's going on, you're always there. Like you're always there for her. Like,
I always have to be there.
I like that.
She's my baby. in the crib of Bethlehem.
What? Okay.
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Yes.
Is that an actual legit question? I'm not okay. I've never been okay. I don't even know what okay feels like.
A kissing or hugging?
Depends on the person. I like kissing. Obviously not my sister though. That's a bit weird. Just on the cheek. I mean, I don't make out with my sister because I don't know what kind of channel you think you're watching, but it's not this one. Definitely hugging for my sisters.
One thing you've lied about or had to lie about, like growing up?
I had to lie about where I was a couple of times because we have a very, very strict household and you don't have a boyfriend until you graduate college and then you have a husband, not a boyfriend. So you don't have boyfriends in our house. Okay?
I really
just go
hope
through
Josh
school.
watches this so that he understands.
You just go through school, then you go into college, and
then
when you graduate your degree,
you get married.
you get a husband. You
And
don't get a
that's it.
boyfriend. That's it.
You go to
No.
the shop and you buy a husband.
Yeah, they
and
come
you
right in
home
age.
and you have to cook and clean for them, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And then you have children. That's your life. So that's what happens in our house. So obviously that's what happened with me, clearly.
Yeah.
So I had to lie a couple of times about where I was and stuff, and I got kicked out of my uncle's house for one of these things. I got kicked out of his house like 3 times, so let's be real, it wasn't my fault. So yeah, I had to lie about where I was a couple of times whenever I went to visit my boyfriend in Cork, who is now my husband, so it's fine.
I mean, I
Just
have
as long
never
as you're
really,
responsible about what you're doing.
I've never really lied about where I was because like
Liar.
no, it's a different kind of situation with me now growing up. If you get what I mean, like.
You're right, yeah.
So I haven't really had to lie about like the whole boyfriend situation. I've only ever had like one big boyfriend, right? And don't even. Anyway, I haven't had to lie about that. But I mean, I guess I had to lie about like. Okay, no, I have had to lie about sort of where I was, but not like that I was visiting my boyfriend. That I was staying at like. I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this.
You're still living here. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not living here.
I mean,
so
I guess,
can-
but it's not really too
leave.
bad. Like this was when I was like 14 or something. And like say I was staying around like someone's house, Kaylee maybe, hey girl, and then we would go out like to the disco or somewhere like that, you know. Like, into my room for a month. Yes, baby. Get yourself in trouble.
By the time this comes out, you'll already be in uni, so you'll be okay.
Yes. Same.
Okay. Yeah. So I have lied about that. Another thing that I lied about was when I went away that second time and I went to Tenerife.
Oh, you said that you weren't with and.
Yeah, I said that I was going with my friend.
Yeah, well, I'm about to do that loads of times as well. So I was like, well, no, I didn't go on holidays.
I was like, where are you going on these holidays that I don't even know about? I'm like, what?
But it's never really where I was. 'Cause at the end of the day, I would say maybe I'm going to that Katie's house and then we'd go to a disco. But then we'd come back to her house. So I was at Katie's house.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'm the same.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, I would never like lie that much about it. Something that's constantly on my mind, on your mind.
Something that's constantly on my mind. There's a lot of things that are constantly on my mind, especially right now. There's a lot of things that are constantly on my mind. I want to have a baby, so my health stuff is always on my mind. I'm not pregnant, don't worry. Stop rubbing my belly. I hope there's no makeup on your fingers because it's a white top. So I want to have a baby, that's something that's constantly on my mind. Health stuff is always constantly on my mind. Worrying about my mum, that's always constantly on my mind. I'm worrying about you guys as well, especially you going to college, going to Sin Town.
I'm not going to sin.
Going to Sin Town.
I don't even drink.
Because university is where you make all of your mistakes. Literally, like, I made so many mistakes in university. Yeah, a lot of mistakes.
Like what? Like what? You're like, I don't regret any of them.
I regret nothing. Well, actually, if I'm being real, I don't think I made enough mistakes in university.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go wild in university. Like, I didn't have a chance.
Did you? Why?
Like, I was 17 in my first year of college, and I didn't really go to the socials or freshers week or anything like that. Especially because I wasn't even in uni at 17. I was in like a college of further education, kind of like a tech college. So like I didn't really get to go to like freshers week or do any of that like jazz or whatever. But like I didn't really like social. Like I didn't make many friends in college until my 3rd year of college. Like so I didn't really have that chance to go wild or whatever. And also I was struggling with like money, with like the travel. I was traveling like 3 hours every day to and back from college, like it was stressful. Like so I had a lot of other stresses, and also with the money,
Yeah.
it's like you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like I was getting no support, like so, and the grant wasn't coming in at first, and all that kind of stuff. Like so, I didn't really get a chance. Like I was always too worried about other things, like, and then I wasn't even getting a chance to actually do my work, like my college work. And
Yeah.
things. So I didn't really get a chance to make that many mistakes. Like, but I did make like I did manage to make one or two. Yay, yay. You know. I think my most of my mistakes were in makeup choices and hair choices. Okay.
What am I thinking of?
Well,
I'm just kind of thinking of, yeah. What something that constantly worries me is probably just going to uni, you know, like kind of, like I'm moving out, like obviously that's going to be worrying, like.
For the first time.
Yeah, and it's like, am I going to be good enough for these people who are here, or like, am I, like, are they going to like me, or like, am I going to like my course, do you know, things like that.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
kind of like,
there's a lot of uncertainty.
yeah, and then it's kind of like, am I going to be financially stable, but I will be because like I don't have a job and all sorts, but like, yeah, I just kind of want to, I just worry about all that, and I worry about like I kind of worry about gifts sometimes. I kind of worry like, is she going to be alright, because she's going to be here by herself, like now,
That's hard.
and it's going to be like hard for her, do you know, and I know that, and kind of like, makes me want to cry. But I'm not going to cry because that's what I channel. Sometimes I worry as well, like, is it because I'm going to miss people so much here, am I going to like have a horrible time?
Mm.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
Homesick, yeah.
Well,
I don't think so.
what you need.
You have too many excitements to worry about that.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. Yeah, if you were going to have a child right now, son or daughter, son and daughter, what would you name them?
Our son would be called Max,
I already know.
and our daughter would be called Ari, or Aria, or Kiara. One of those three names.
Aria's really nice.
Aria is a nice name.
I was thinking, I was like kind of looking at Aria before, but then
You're not looking at Aria.
I don't.
She's not looking at Aria.
No, I'm
You
not.
saw it here first. I'm calling myself Aria, so I've bagged that name. Obviously, I'm gonna have a child before you. So
yeah,
that would be weird if you had a child before me. I would kill you. Like I would actually murder you.
I would call my son Zion.
Really? There's a little boy called Zion in my kids' church.
3 things that make you upset.
3 things that make me upset is 1, when someone lies to me. I don't like when people lie to me. I don't like liars. I don't like being lied to. Even if it's like the stupidest little thing, don't lie. Just don't lie to me. Just be honest. 2 is when people assume that they know something about me. Like, don't just assume anything about me. Like, just come and talk to me. Like,
You know what
I
they
mean?
say?
Like,
People who assume make an
ass
ass
out of
you.
him, not
No,
me.
you and me.
I know. I heard that. Make an ass out of you. Make an ass out of yourself.
Assume.
You know what I'm saying? So don't assume, even if you see something on my Snapchat, even if you see something on my anywhere, on any of my social media, like if you haven't been talking to me, you don't know the backstory, don't assume anything. And the 3rd thing, I think when children cry, that's so sad. Like when a child is sad, or when they're like when they're not in a nice situation, when they're being abused, or like whatever.
Oh, stop. That is so sad.
Like that's just like I can't be around.
That is so sad.
I can't be, even when children are slagged or no anything like that. No, I don't like that. It just really irritates me. Like whenever people are just not treating children right the way children are supposed to be treated, it's not nice. I'm gonna stop around.
Children crying makes
I'm
me
already
kind
getting
of
emotional.
makes me kind of like annoyed, but it depends on what they're crying about. Like, I mean, if they're crying because like their mom didn't buy them a toy, like,
No.
go away, shut up.
Yeah. I mean, within reason. I don't mean like every single time my child cries. Like,
Yeah.
it always be in tears then. Yeah. So your turn.
Things that annoy me is like sort of going behind my back to do things, or like saying that you've done something and you haven't done it, or like you've done something but you did something different. Do you know what I mean? Like if I say to you like, I wash the dishes, then you go upstairs and you're like, I only wash half of them. Like, why would you tell me? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
You lied to me.
Well, not that, like, but it's like fooling me around sort of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't like
So
that.
you lied
Like,
to me.
or like I like that comes like cheaters or anything like that. Something else that makes me upset. Oh, I hate being like, I hate when I'm trying to put my point across, right? Alright, like this is probably why you said it kind of annoys you over me, but like I'm trying to put my point across, or I'm trying to make someone understand something and they're not understanding it, and it's like they're just, or like their mentality is just not understanding. I don't know, like it's just not getting into your head. It's like I'm trying to tell you something and you're not listening to me. That just gets me really upset and I get really angry and I just start crying.
But you have to have a little bit of grace for everybody.
Yeah.
Because like not everybody's gonna understand your point. Not everybody's gonna have your mentality.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Even if their mentality is wrong, like it doesn't mean that you have to accept and now do what they say or whatever. It just means that you have to go, okay, that's how you see it. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then just leave it at that, rather than trying to make them understand. Cause
yeah, but I always try to make people understand.
Yeah,
It just doesn't work for me.
You need to have some grace.
The last thing is probably when people like disrespect me. So like if I'm standing up for something that I believe in or something, and then you're kind of pushing my opinion to the side, or you're just being really disrespectful, just disrespectful people. Like I can't deal with that now. Because I respect myself, so you should respect me as well.
Yeah, especially if you want somebody to respect you, you definitely need to respect them as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's ways to disagree without like having to be disrespectful. There's a lot of ways to disagree with somebody or something or an opinion without being disrespectful about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people just don't get that.
Yeah.
They just feel like their way is right and that's just it. I hate that too.
I hate that, girl.
So that's all the questions we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed and you know a little bit more about myself and my sister Vivian.
That's me.
If you like this video, go ahead and let us know by clicking the like button down below. It's free, so you can do that. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button just down below right there. And you can follow me on any of my social medias. Yes. Read the description bar and all of that good stuff. Bye guys!
Bye!
Have a nice day! Bye! That was fun. Ow. Yeah, that hurt.